Hello and welcome to another quick look. Me, Wolf 6, of another furry visual novel. This one, Limits, or Know Your Limits? The thing says limits here. Anyways, before we start, if you're interested in playing this game, you can get it for free on itch.io. But if you want to support the people that make this game, well, it's finished. But they do have a Patreon. Also, before we start, if you want me to do a Let's Play series of this, then tell me, and I'll give it a point, which will put up higher on the user's choice list. And if you have any other games you want me to quick look, then tell me, and I'll also give it a point, and put it on Lista, which also I need to remember to add a point to a different one. Hacking. But yeah, there isn't exactly a synopsis of this game, so I guess we'll just reset our face and jump into this one. Boop. Yeah, I need to know my limits. Prologue. Act 1, Scene 1. I hecked up. This is a mess. What the hell am I supposed to do now? It wasn't supposed to end like this. Gah! My Settlers of Catan. I lost. Didn't get enough wool. Oh, okay, maybe something actually bad's happening. Everything is trashed. There are shards of broken glass and pieces of furniture shattered all over the floor. Darn it. The creature looks defeated. You can sense that its aura is degrading. It feels sadness, regret. I shouldn't have fucking done it. Yeah, we're past 1 minute mark. The table shakes as a large fist slams on the hard stone surface. I shouldn't have done it. Was it all worth it? Maybe if I had refused, none of this hacking thing would have happened. Then maybe. I don't know, it was really feeling like that was gonna be like, and it's, a fake out. The sun is setting as you make your way back home through the busy streets. Everything is normal as it should be. A lot of commotion, but nothing out of the ordinary. As you arrive at your home and reach for the door handle, you feel a cold tingle creeping up your neck. The weather forecast said the first snow of the year would likely begin sometime in the near future. Perhaps it's just a sign of the seasons changing. You open the door and everything's the way it is. Still, as lonely as ever. You have thoughts about adopting a pet. However, to your tight work schedule, you're afraid you don't have time or the energy to take care of them. Get a cat. Cats are easy. You give them food, you give them water, you put poop area. I guess the only real thing would two big things would be A, if they scratch, and B, scratch for furniture, and B, if they sit on your lap and you're like, I can't move. So cute. A dog or a feline friend would be nice, but under these circumstances, you feel that would be selfish. Pets get lonely too. Your mother recently passed away, and your father disappeared when you were still a young child. He was working for a secret agency and was drafted to a foreign country, deployed as a spy. Until he went rogue, you never heard from him again. At least, that's what you were told by the agency center. You still don't believe it though, because your father wouldn't do something like that. Whenever he would return from one of his trips, he would tell you many stories about what he had done. Also, that seems like not a good thing to do if you're a spy. I'd at least think it would be confidential. Hopefully secret, You could hear with pride in his voice as he told his exciting adventures. You just have a feeling that the reason for his disappearance was something else. There's not much that you can do, unfortunately. You try investigating on your own, but to no avail. One day, you would like to know if the truth is the truth. Until then, life moves on. As for your late mother, she passed away from a heart attack. It's been a month since, but the wound still feels fresh. Remember, get your heart checked out. It's the #1 killer in America. He eats away at your Sandy. Before she passed, you didn't know that the world could feel so lonely. She was there for you every day, every year. Even after your father passed away, she still tried her best to make your life as happy as possible. Even as a single mother, her spirit rivaled that of a warrior. You really cared and loved for your mother. I guess, yeah, you would be a single mother if your father passed away or something. Yeah. Anyways, you walk across the hall towards the kitchen. Whilst on your way, you pass a collage of pictures of your family framed on the wall. One picture in particular catches your attention. Is a family photo of your parents and you when you're still an infant. It looks so happy. A soft sigh escapes your mouth as you continue on your way. You start making yourself some. If we're near the end of the day, probably tea. Something about sipping a warm cup of tea in the evening is rather calming. You can feel your tense muscles relax as you take a sip from the herbal drink. It's so warm and pleasant. With your drink in hand, you take a seat on the living room couch. This used to be your father's favorite spot, according to your mother. Now, it's become your favorite as well. It just feels so comfortable that every other seat just won't cut anymore. Did you go back to your old parents' house or did you just take their furniture? Also, do we put the music up a tad? Oh, it's all the way down there. There we go. I was like, it seems rather silent. Take another sip of a drink as you stare towards the line of ants climbing across the wall. What a day, huh? The presentation went well today, I think. Maybe I'll finally get that promotion. Your eyes are still fixed on the colony of ants scurrying around on the wall. Something about watching the movement is so hypnotic. I liked watching ants, though not in the house. Always one of those ant farm thingies. But, we didn't know much about it, so it's like, I don't know, you just put a bunch of ants in a thing and they do stuff. Apparently you need a queen. Yeah. Do ants have feelings? Sure, they communicate, but do they have any other thoughts in their mind instead of just working? Fun fact about ants, or at least that I heard, but it could be completely false. If you have a single ant, they just stand there until they die. Put 2 of them there, they'll fight each other to the death. Put 3 of them in the place, and they'll start moving like bits of dirt from one pile to another. I should probably call an exterminator tomorrow, before these ants become troublesome. You place your half-empty drink on the coffee table and continue looking at the colony. Your vision starts to blur, and your head begins to fall. Everything just feels so heavy. You must be rather exhausted. At least, that's what you think. Before you know it, your vision darkens and you fall into a slumber. The time has come, my child. It's time to take action. Seek him and save him. Father? Then everything shall be clear. What you do is up to do. Know your limits. Know thyself. Before we part, I bear some gifts for you. Please take one for your journey. A deep blue orb, a fiery red orb, gleaming green orb, or an electric yellow orb. Go with Voya. You obtained the red orb. In time, you will find use of the orb. But now, it's time for you to return to your slumber, my child. Remember, know your limits. Sleep well. I don't know mine. I'm always like, I can do stuff. Burn out. Oh. You feel something tugging on your shoulder. Ipilo. One more minute. You groan as you try to shift on the spot. It feels strange. You can feel the ground. It feels cold and hard. Did you fall off the couch? Oi, wake up. Did you just hear somebody talk? What? You could have sworn that you locked the door and that nobody lives with you anymore. Wait, you did lock the door, right? Are you hungover? Yes. What? You slowly open your eyes as your brain slowly begins to convey the image in front of you. You can see something orange? Your vision is still too blurry to tell, but did the stray dog get in and start talking? Maybe a cat. You hold your head in your hands as you begin to slowly massage it. Yeah, I definitely forgot to lock the door. Huh? What door? My front door. Without a beat, guided by instinct, you tear your hand from your head as you frantically seek the source of the sound. What the hell? Are we gonna be human? And it's like, we're in a world of fools. There's a tiger-like creature crouched right in front of you. Sounds like it. Its face is slightly above yours, but even so, it's still too close for comfort. You fear that it's threatening to pounce on you and bite half of your face off. What the hell? You yell and frantically try to create distance from the tiger-like creature. You pedal your hands back and forth quickly until the back of your head hits something hard. Ouch! Ow, what the hell? Am I dreaming? Is this what they call lucid dreaming? Why the hell is a tiger doing in my house? The tiger-like creature looks at you inquisitively. His deep blue eyes stare you down. Maybe if I pinch myself, I can wake up from this bizarre dream. But before that, you're curious if you can feel the tiger's form. You've never really had lucid dreams before, but apparently everything you touch feels real. So, you slowly get up to your feet and make your way towards the tiger. He starts to get up as well. As you rise up, you can see his massive form unfold before you. At first, you weren't able to notice because of how he was crouching. But now, you can see everything. His body is huge. His arms look like they could break a tree in half. He's very tall, standing about 6 foot at least, and as you look down, you notice... Anyway, he isn't fully naked, as though a tiger would be. As you thought a tiger would be. But his fur is isn't fur supposed to be their clothes? He's wearing pants, but no shirt. Why? You stop right in front of him. You can feel his gaze looming above you, but it doesn't bother you. You would like to try something out. Smack. Whether by bravery or through sheer stupidity, you jab the tiger right in the abs, retreating to a safe distance, with haste afterwards. You only used a bit of power, but the tiger seems to have reeled back a bit. He was probably caught off guard, rather than your attack actually affecting him. What, my finger jab? Before the impact, you were able to feel a soft feel on your fist. It felt so warm, so different than the whole dank room you're currently in. That's when you realize that you're not, in fact, at home. Are you actually lucid dreaming, or did you get kidnapped? It's kind of weird when I read things like, well, my sentence works, but it's like it's not what was specifically written. Is this guy just wearing a costume like an animal helmet to cover his identity? Your heart begins to race. You're at a fur con. I mean, you really hope that it's the former. Regardless, the tiger-like creature does not look amused. His expression feels and looks real. He starts to shift forward towards you, and before you know it, clack. Whoa, what the fuck? Did the tiger just flick me on my forehead with his fingers? Finger paws? First of all, calling me the tiger is kind of rude. Second, do you punch everyone you meet? Didn't exactly hurt, but it caught me off guard. Third, are you fully awake now? You're dumbfounded as you try to process the situation. Did he just talk? His voice is deep. You must be dreaming, right? Right? Lucid dreaming. That's it. No other reason. Just a pinch on the arm, and you wake back up in your dark and lonely living room. Yeah, definitely dreaming. Definitely. You start to pinch yourself. It doesn't work. You try again and again, already using both hands and pinching various parts of your body. Nothing happens. Smack yourself in your balls. It might work. You start to panic. Your breath hitches, and you feel the sweat on your forehead. Your head is down, yet you can feel his gaze. His gaze is still boring into you. You probably shouldn't have punched him, huh? Are you okay? You slowly lift your head up to Mia's eyes. Sorry. Please don't eat me. Hey, his jeans on. You whimper as you feel your body slowly starting to shift back by itself. Your mind is racing with disruptive thoughts, worries, and anxiety. Yet, as you stare back into his deep blue eyes, you feel strangely safe. It's a bit odd, isn't it? Isn't it? No. The tiger furrows his brow, as if he's thinking something. Don't worry about it. I didn't feel anything, but still, that was rude. And, why do you think I'd eat you? Well, tigers are usually hungry, aren't they? I just thought that... Before you can even finish your sentence, his eye twitches, and he lets out a disgruntled sigh as he massages his forehead. Man, he must have been heavily influenced. But that's strange. I don't smell anything weird. Influenced? What do you mean? You know, like those people on TikToks or something. An influencer. There's a sudden shift in the tiger's demeanor. It's as if he puts up his guard, tensed. Ears perk up. The tiger scans around the half-lit room, illuminated by only natural lighting. At least, that's what you assume. Scratching his head, the tiger continues. Well, nothing seems to be out of the ordinary. You notice that he relaxes a little afterwards. Anywho. I have a name, you know. How do you like it if I call you human? How do you know his name is Gran? Instead, just call me, Gran. Gran? He raises his head towards you. Hand. I can read. You guys do handshakes, right? Who am I kidding? Of course you do. And what's your name? Oh, and no, I'm not here to eat you. It's illegal to eat other sapiens around here, although I'm no expert. That last bit was a joke. It is illegal. Figured I'd clear that up since you seem to be so out of it at the moment. Sapiens? Yes. So, what's your name? Name, huh? Right. Your name is... Interesting name, Dan. It's settled then. Did you just hear a voice in your head? Huh. Snap. Yo, kid. You alright? You look a little pale. Did you forget your name or something? Oh, my name is Dan. The tiger... You shake hands with each other. Your eyes focus on the tiger's hand, still refusing to believe that this is all real. However, his grip is firm, and the texture of his paw feels strange to you. This feels real. Too real. This is all happening so fast. First, you're just making your way home. Make my way downtown. Anyways, before you're coming to slumber on your couch. But now, you've woken up somewhere else that definitely is not Earth. That's a conclusion. You wake up in a room you don't know there's a tiger man, and all of a sudden, you're not on Earth anymore. And hell, I snap my fingers. My hands are all cut up because, opening boxes, and even skin getting all openy because extreme dryness here. Anyways, earlier at home, you fail to realize that you've been holding the tiger's head longer than what is deemed necessary. Exclamations. As you release each other's hands and gaze into his eyes, a deep blush creeps up your cheeks. His face displays a bit of concern. Hey, where am I? A basement. A basement? Yes. Honestly, I'm surprised myself that I found a human unconscious in the basement of an abandoned building. Also, humans are a pretty rare sight to see around these parts. What brings you here? I don't know. I was sleeping back on my couch when I had this strange dream. It felt surreal. But before I knew it, I was in a different place. Are you sure you didn't just hit yourself hard in the head? Or maybe you've consumed something to mess up that noggin of yours? I don't think so. I swear, I'm telling the truth. I remember. Then, you recall the strange dream that you had. If all of this isn't a dream, then maybe you still have that orb you got. You can't remember who or what gave you the orb exactly, but the tone and pitch of the voice felt so familiar. I must have had the orbs here somewhere. You think to yourself as you frantically look for the orb. Ah, found it. The fiery orb sits comfortably in the top of your palm. You can feel the orb radiating a burst of passionate energy. When it makes you feel alive, as if you can tackle any challenge thrown at you. Eventually, the passion burns down until all that's left is a jaded red orb. You notice a glint of something in the tiger's eyes. But it wasn't the feeling of excitement you thought. Instead, you notice that he's worried. That's something new. You okay, man? You look like you're having a fit or something. I'm okay, I think. I found this orb hiding inside my pocket. It gave me some sort of weird vibe before it became dull and jaded. Kind of like me in real life. Did you feel it as well? Yeah, I felt it as well. Very unnerving, but nothing too unusual. Your action was new though. Wait, you tell me that these kinds of things aren't too unusual? Grant's eyes narrows as he looks you up and down, as if he's calculating something in his head. No, it's uncommon, but a lot of people have those, I believe. It's something that you didn't know. It's surprising that you didn't know, though. The look you're giving me tells me that this experience might have been a first for you. You're not from around here, are you? Where is here? The basement. Before Grant even manages to finish a sentence, you instinctively facepalm, slowly dragging a hand down your face. I mean, place, location. I don't know, the name of the world maybe? What year is this? You can see his ears perking up and down. Honestly, if it wasn't for the poor lighting in here, you would have sworn that you saw a hint of red creeping up his cheeks. Oh, right. Obviously, I knew what you meant. I was gonna say that the basement that we're actually currently in is located on the outskirts of town. You try your best not to roll your eyes. I think it's best if we get out of this place first. The air feels stuffy down here, and frankly, this place gives me the creeps. Yeah, you're right. Although, I don't know if I can trust you. Things are happening too fast. I don't know if I can trust him just yet, but what else am I supposed to do? If I don't accept his offer, chances are that I'll be stuck in the middle of nowhere. At least, if I'm with him, then he'll be able to show me around for a bit before I can get a clear bearing of where I am. But what if he takes advantage of me? Ooh? If I'm really in a different world, then... I guess that's fair. We've only just met, and if I was in your shoes, I'd be wary of strangers as well. Not saying I'm currently not wary of you. Although, if you are not from this world, then you'll probably need my help. Besides, there ain't much to do around here. The place has been abandoned and all. You can probably stay here for a night or two, but there's a lot of cracks and holes everywhere. Not a very insulated place, as you'd imagine. It's gonna be really rough come winter. His argument is sound. I suppose I just need to take some risks and accept his generosity. Besides, if this is real, then I'm gonna need some help. Yeah, I suppose you're right. Come on then, you can still walk, right? The stairs are just around the corner. Not that I should worry any. You're okay enough to go and punch me after all. Oh, right. My bad. I was just making sure if I was lucid dreaming or not. Turns out it's real though. Or maybe I'm just crazy. I'm fine though. I think I can manage on my own. Thanks. Come over here then. As you take your first step up the flight of stairs, there's something bothering you. Why are you here? What was that dream? Did you die? An old abandoned building. With a hand on your chin, you continue to ponder. Your body is on autopilot as you follow the faint footsteps made by your acquaintance, Graham. Before you know it, the muffled sound of the footsteps are replaced by an audible grunt. Then, thud. You've gone and straight on collided with his broad back. If you're allergic to cats, you'd be having a very bad time right now. Fortunately, that isn't the case. Sorry. You blur out as you try to quickly regain your composure. It doesn't work. Your hands are still trembling by your side. Your cheeks are feeling warmer. Just my luck. Grant turns around with a smirk on his face. You're really out of it, huh? Are you sure you're okay? It's fine. No harm done anyway. We should hurry though. The sun is gonna set a couple of hours, and I'd rather get back home before then. I think it's gonna rain soon too. Oh, by the way, are you hungry? You must be. Well, there's a diner nearby, and I figured that we should head there first. I'm a bit peckish myself. Didn't realize that I've been away for this long. Sounds great though. I haven't got any money on me. Assuming you guys do use currency to trade here as well, right? Paper money and the like, right? Yeah. Then, yes. I guess if you really haven't got any money on you, I could treat you to food. I'm still not buying into your whole from another world spiel, by the way. I'll just assume you're probably just very high and confused. Question, why are you on the outskirts of town in some basement? And also it's like, there's this guy that could be drunk or high. I'm gonna take care of him. Hopefully, a good night's rest will jog your memory. Never thought that somebody would actually say they're from another world to get free food. Bold move. You done isekai'd. Props to you, I guess. I'll give you the benefit of the doubt, though, considering I did just find you in a basement. He really doesn't believe me, huh? Can't say I blame him. Maybe I'm just super high and hallucinating. I don't remember going to a bar or drinking recently, though. I mean, if you do black out, you don't tend to remember that stuff. Maybe I did? Did somebody spike my drink then? That can't have been the reason, can it? I mean, I guess it might explain the reason why I'm stranded in some abandoned building. I don't feel sore or anything though, like my butt, but a bit lightheaded and all my clothes are still intact. So that can't be it, can it? It still doesn't explain why there's a 6-foot tiger right in front of me. Though, maybe some sort of acid? I never do any of that, so the chance is very unlikely. Why do they call acid acid? Is it like an actual acid, or is it just the name people give it? Impossible even. Mudda. Snap that. You're out of it again. Did you even hear what I said? Sorry, I'm just trying to process things, and how I even ended up here. Didn't mean to ignore you like that. You said something about the sun setting in a couple of hours? I guess that's good enough. Anyway, we should get a move on. Come this way. As you exit and walk a distance away from the abandoned building, you notice that the architecture is very similar to what you've seen in your life. Everything looks so familiar, yet different. Only time will tell. There's no use worrying for now. At least, I'm getting treated to a free dinner. Heck, he even said, though he'll fit me into where I am. Fill me into where I am. I can read. Even if he still doesn't believe anything I said. He doesn't seem to be a bad person, though. Here's where I parked my bike. Give me a second to put my shirt back on. Why was your shirt off? Grant turns his back to you, and proceeds to unlock the back storage of his bike. His bike is quite similar to the one of those highway motor vehicles you've seen back on Earth. Looks kind of like a Harley. While you watch Grant do his thing, a thought crossed his mind. Wait, you guys wear shirts? Grant turned his head towards you, with a wide-eyed expression on his face. We do, yes. I mean, you're wearing one right now, aren't you? Well, yeah. Though, I figured that the fur on your body would substitute clothing. I guess that's a fair point, but folks still wear them for decency's sake. That said, we need to get you something to drink, and maybe a good night's rest, ASAP. Hopefully, you ain't got amnesia. That'd be troublesome. You're not on any medication, right? As far as I'm aware. Okay. So, back to my earlier question. Why have you been walking around without a shirt on then? I was feeling pretty hot. Also, it's humid right now. Anyways, and I wasn't exactly expecting to find someone out here, you know? You're not too bothered by it. Anyway, are you ready to go? I haven't got a spare helmet, because I wasn't expecting a passenger. So, you have to go without me. Go without one. No worries. I think I'll live. Hopefully. I'll drive carefully. Don't worry too much though. There's not a lot of traffic at this hour. Oh, and before we go, I'd like to say thanks for sticking your neck out for me. You have zero reason to help a stranger out, and yet you decided to do so anyway. I honestly didn't know what to do if you didn't happen to come by. I might have just wandered out and gotten lost in the woods. Who knows what would have happened then. So, thanks again, Mr. Grant. Referring to the tiger as Mr. seems to have taken him back. His eyes have widened by the end, as if by natural instinct. His right hand shifts towards you, as he ruffles her hair momentarily. Oh, no problem, Dan. You can just call me Grant, though. No need for the Mister. It doesn't feel right with me. Let's get going, though. Up on. You can hold on to my shoulder for support. Alright, here goes. You climb onto the bike. There's not a lot of space to move around as you shift in place, trying to get yourself comfortable. You good? I think I'm good. Well, alright then. Hold on to something, because we're moving. The ride to the diner is unexpectedly pleasant. A cold breeze blowing through the air as the ride continues towards the seemingly endless roads. The nearby scenery is beautiful to look at, and everything just looks like something that you would see back home, minus the tiger in front of you, of course. There's not a lot of trees left to be seen. A couple of minutes into the ride, as your surroundings are melding into fields of grassland, with some barren fields sprinkled here and there. That's one thing that's kind of interesting about like driving long distance, where it'd be like, here's this lush, humid environment, and then as you go into the desert thing, it's like, and then things get kind of grassy, and then things get kind of like bushy and then fieldy. Where am I? The minute color of purple has begun to blend with the orange sky as the sun slowly settles down into slumber. You notice dark gray clouds looming behind you. It looks like it's gonna rain soon. Still, you can't help but appreciate how nice the view is of the tiger's big broad back. You're so caught up in enjoying the surrounding view, you forgot the passage of time. Hey, we're here. Gran is parked in front of a well-maintained looking diner. There's a dragon-esque neon logo hanging on the wall, and you can see a couple of vehicles parked just nearby. The smell of delicious food snaps you back to reality as you realize the growing hunger within your stomach. Oh, right. Sorry, I was lost in my own little world a little while there. No kidding. You were so quiet for the whole ride, I thought you passed out or something. Was it your first motorcycle ride? No, I've ridden one before, with my uncle when I was young. We were going for a picnic by the lake with the whole family. My uncle bought his motorcycle with him, and always wanted to try riding one, so I asked my mother about it. I'm guessing you enjoyed the ride then? Yeah. Your face drops as you hear the response. Your memory reminds you of your mother. Let's go inside, and we can talk about how you ended up stranded alone. Yeah, that sounds good. As you enter the diner, a draft of cool air and mouth-watering smells blast you right in the face. Everything looks so neat and inviting. The atmosphere of the place makes you feel at home. There's a couple of people sitting by themselves, away from each other. The majority are meanwhile sitting by the counter, each talking to each other, and seem to be having a good time. You notice that there are people here. The people here have anthropomorphic qualities as well. There's buffalo, a deer, and even a boy. Wow, this day keeps getting weirder. What's next? A 6-foot-tall talking cockroaches? You shudder at the thought. Come over, Dan. We'll order something and then find a place to sit. Got anything you fancy? What's on the menu? Have you ever been to a diner before? The menu's pretty much standard. It's what you expect a diner would have. Except the cook here is really good. Well, I think I've been to a diner once. Mostly for a quick toilet break, though. We need to go somewhere, so there isn't enough time to eat. So we needed to go somewhere, so there wasn't enough time to eat. Seriously? So you went to a giant diner just to use the toilet? Talk about a missed opportunity. Or, should I say, a missed opportunity. Yeah, I don't know. I was thinking miss poopertunity. I don't know. I don't think that's a valid word. It is now. Well, I suppose I can suggest you something. The eggs and bacon combo is always good. The cook here really knows how to handle eggs. Speaking of cook, here he is. A red-scaled dragon slowly walks towards the two of you. He's got a daunting presence, and the air suddenly feels so heavy. His face is serious until he breaks a gentle smile, creating your acquaintance. Just like I thought, it keeps on getting weirder. First a tiger, and now a lizard? No, a dragon. Welcome back, Gran. Just the usual, I presume? His voice carries a hint of a growl with every syllable. Very authoritative, deep voice. His authoritative, deep voice reverberates so heavily through the air that you swear you can practically see it. However, he speaks with such a gentle demeanor and low voice, which makes him feel overall so charming. You imagine if he speaks any louder, he'll just scare away all of his customers. Yeah, I don't get the usual. I'll take a couple of hash browns. With it as well, please. Alright, is that all? It takes a moment to finally notice your presence behind Gran. And who might this be? The dragon points towards your direction with a pen in hand. Oh, right, I almost forgot. Well, this here is Dan. I found him passed out in an abandoned building when I was venturing around. The dragon's eyes widened at the thought. His nostrils flare a little. Passed out? Seriously? In the abandoned building? Yes. The dragon lets out an audible sigh as he massages his forehead. A puff of smoke can be seen escaping his nose. So does he breathe fire? Hey, do you mind if I borrow Granite for a bit? Yeah, not at all. Good, we'll be back in a bit. Meanwhile, take a seat. I give you a free drink on the house to make up for it. Granite's tap water. The bathroom is that way if you need it. The dragon gives you a piercing stare. Don't stray too far, alright? You give him a curt nod. And you, come with me. Gran looks at you. Wait here, alright? Come on. The dragon ushers your feline acquaintance towards the door that leads you to assume is the kitchen. Well, there they go. Where are they gone? And probably talking about me, I might as well go to the bathroom or do my business and wash my face. It shouldn't take me long, and hopefully by the time I return, they'll be back. You make your way towards the opposite direction of where the dude went, entering the bathroom. Meanwhile. Alright, Gran. Now, tell me what happened. Well, I was just exploring alone like usual, just on the outskirts of town. Then I came upon an abandoned building. No big deal, right? I've passed by many times before, so it wasn't anything new. This time, however, I got curious about what it was inside. I checked the door, and it was unlocked. So, I went in and walked around a bit, went downstairs, and saw Dan sprawled on the floor. I could hear him breathing, so I wasn't worried if he was dead. Then, what did you do? I poked at him, and he woke up. When he did, his face was so lost and confused. It was as if he'd never seen anything like me before. He said that he was lucid dreaming, or something. He punched me. Punched you? Yeah, it didn't hurt. He said he did it to see if he was dreaming. Oh, and he got an orb on him as well, it seems. Oh, an orb user? Apparently anyway. Although, he didn't seem to know what the orb does. So I presumed he might have hit himself hard in his head and lost his memories. He asked me some questions, and well, something tells me that he's really not from around here. From around here? What do you mean exactly? I don't know. His expression looked so genuine. It's as if he's actually really not from around here. Hank, maybe he's a disguised alien? Seriously? I doubt that. What else can you tell me? Well, I suggested we go inside, and maybe he could tag along with me, feed him some food, then see if he could get a good rest. Maybe it'll jog his memory. I was hungry, and I presume he was as well, so now we're here. I even told him that it was a bold move to use the "I'm from another world" spiel to get free food. I gave him the benefit of the doubt, considering the state I found him in. So, your first instinct was to feed him food? Kinda? I didn't bring my phone with me, so I couldn't have called anybody. Gran, what if he's dangerous? For all we know, he might actually be a drug addict. Or maybe a squatter. I don't think he's dangerous. He's had many opportunities to hurt me, and he didn't. And I can't just leave him here or there. I don't think I could live with myself knowing that I abandoned someone who might have been in need of help. It can be too naive sometimes, you know? Well, if you think he's harmless, be my guest. I'm just looking out for you. Well, I don't think he's completely harmless. To be honest, he's an orb user after all. Be careful then, alright? If you need my help, I'm a phone call away. Yeah, thanks, Dave. Anytime, You should file a missing person report as soon as possible, though. If you can't remember much, then maybe the authorities could help. Dragon clasped both of his hands together. That's one thing I find weird about some, like, shows or something like that. Movies or just stuff in general where it's like, I found this person who has no memories. They should live with me for a while. Shouldn't tell the authorities. It's like, anyways, I think it's about time we return now. I'm sure Dan is anxiously waiting for your turn. Hopefully he hasn't fled. I'm sure he's still here. Meanwhile, I fled. More abuser, huh? A few minutes earlier, as you're exiting the bathroom, you notice that Gran and the dragon haven't yet to return. They're not back yet. I might as well go and take a look at the menu. I'm fine with anything really, but I think I'll pick something cheap since Gran is treating me. You find yourself seated at the table, not too far away from the entrance. On the table lies a box of tissues, salt and pepper shakers, and a set of eating utensils nearby, placed in a metal container. Now, what you are currently the most interested in is the plastic covered paper placed right next to the window. It's the full menu of this establishment. Let's see, there's nothing out of the ordinary compared to what I could probably get back on Earth, except for the weird looking symbols, which I assume is currency. A thought finally crossed your mind. Wait, these are written in English. The alphabet and numbers are the same too. Even the price range is relatively the same as what I'd expect from a food establishment. As for food, there's waffles, pancakes, some stews. Hell, even drinks are pretty normal. Man, I could go for stew. I'm not really on Earth. Wait, am I not on Earth? Or really not on Earth? Also, wow. Gran and the others here, also speaking English. Never really gave much thought, since my brain for some reason I decided to just go along with it. Where the hell am I? You continue to browse the menu for a couple of minutes, fully engrossed in your discovery, until somebody taps on your shoulder gently. You shift your attention up, revealing the red, scaled dragon to be seen right next to your table. I see you've made yourself comfortable. Sorry for borrowing Gran earlier. I need to ask him something. Please don't take it personally. None taken. But I'm guessing you two were talking about me then. There's a moment of silence until the dragon finally speaks. Yes. I just wanted to know what happened, since he mentioned he found you stranded in the middle of nowhere. But, like I said, please don't take it personally. I'm just worried about my friend. I'm sure you understand. Yeah, I understand. He's already done more than enough for me. I don't want to cause any problem for you two. If there's anything that you'd like to ask directly, feel free to do so. I don't want to be a problem. The dragon tilts his head slightly, his amber eyes burn into yours. You can't help but feel flustered due to the laser-focused attention the dragon's given you. Eventually, the silence is broken. I don't think you're a problem. As a matter of fact, I do have questions, but that can wait. Enough about that. An introduction's in order. So, my name's Dave. You're Dan, correct? Yes. Although, should I refer to you with Mr. or... Just call me Dave. I'm not that old yet. Well, it's nice to meet you, Dave. The dragon raises his right hand towards you, expecting a handshake. You shake it. You take his hand in, and you're quite surprised with a mild warmness emanating from his hand. You thought that a cold-blooded creatures wouldn't emanate this much heat, yet here you are. Perhaps it could be because he's a dragon. His hand is honestly pleasant to touch. Wait, could it be because he can breathe fire? I did see a puff of smoke coming out of his nose before. He's like a walking furnace. Are you alright, Dan? You've been staring in space. Oh, me? Yeah. I'm fine. That's when it hits you. You've been holding his hand for longer than necessary. Seriously? Again? You immediately take your hand away and slip it into your pants pocket. You feel your cheeks warming up. Sorry about that. I didn't mean to hold your hand that long. You're a strange one, aren't you? Never mind about that now. Gran told me he's treating you to dinner, right? So, what do you have? Ah, yes, of course. Give me a moment to decide. You're turning your attention back to the menu. Thank goodness, I was able to brush off that awkward moment quickly. I'd probably die from embarrassment otherwise. So, food. I said I'll get something cheap. Pancakes and waffles are relatively the same price. So is the egg-bacon combo, and Gran suggested earlier that What did Gran order though? Maybe I should get the same thing he's getting. Decisions. I guess what's Gran's getting? I think I'll get what Gran's getting. You sure? I'm not sure if you'll be able to eat it, honestly. Is it that bad? Hey, none of my cooking's bad, alright? Let's just say you're probably better off ordering something else, at least for now. So, let me ask you again. Are you certain? Okay, on second thought. Change your mind then. Wise. So what will be? Well, there's enough space left to surprise today. I think we'll just get some standard. I like pancake. I think I'll go with pancakes. A bad choice. Pretty basic. I'll be sure to bring the syrup over too, so you can take your pick. How about a drink? Anything you'd fancy? I'll take a cup of tea, please. So, your final order is pancakes and a cup of tea, correct? Yes. Good. Well, sit tight for now, while I go prepare the food. Although, where's that big cat gone off to? Good question. Oh, never mind. There he is. The door to the diner rings open, followed by the sound of a ringing bell. You can see Gran enter the establishment. Wait, but he didn't leave, right? It takes a moment to stop and have a look around, presumably in search of you. Your eyes meet, and he begins to briskly walk towards your table. Sorry for leaving you without a notice there, Dan. I forgot my wallet in my bike, so I went out to get it. Did you notice the gray clouds looming on the horizon? I think it's going to rain pretty heavily soon. You turn your attention towards the window right next to you. In the distance, a cohort of gray clouds is slowly making their way towards your direction, like a line of horses prancing and kicking up clouds of the dust into the sky. You've already seen the dark clouds swirling behind you during your ride here, so that you aren't exactly surprised. Still, the view of the distance yonder is beautiful to look at. You're caught in the trance until the sound of a familiar voice breaks you out of it. You shift your attention backwards towards your company. I thought you once forgot about Dan over here. Pfft, there's no way I'd do that after what we talked about earlier. The tiger takes seats on the opposite side of the table. The table shakes a bit as he slumps his whole weight onto the seat. I'll take you to introduce yourself to each other then? Yes, we have. The dragon looks at you with a smile on his face. As you turn your head towards him, he suddenly winks at you, the big cat on your opposite side, obviously oblivious to the exchange. You quickly break eye contact and are suddenly interested in checking out the utensils that have been placed inside the metal container right in front of you. Great. Saves me the trouble to introduce you guys to each other. Anyway, so, what'd you like your order? Well, I ordered some pancakes and a cup of tea, keeping it pretty basic and familiar. You're right about it being basic and familiar. That's okay though. There are times when you just want to eat something that you're used to. I never tried pancakes myself, but I'm sure it's good. Right, Dave? The dragon smirks. Of course. Well, you heard the man. Tea sounds nice, I suppose. I don't mind drinking some more, if it's of it. If fuck, I suddenly lost the ability to read. If I still prefer a glass of water, it's actually perfect time to order some now, as well, since the rain is about to pour soon. Heh, at least my bike will get a free cleaning. Wouldn't it not do good like leather or something? I don't know. Since that was all I had to say, I'll be excusing myself to the kitchen. I'll be back with your order. Thanks, Dave. You're welcome. The dragon leaves your table and heads towards the kitchen. As your eyes follow him, you notice that the other customers are getting ready to stand up and leave. You can hear the two closest ones in conversation. Hey man, let's get going. It's about to rain, and I'll get back home before it starts. I've got some electronics I need to bring inside, and I don't want none of them to get wet. Why are they outside? Alright. Just give me a few seconds to finish up this drink. Glug, glug, glug. Okay, let's roll. Hold on, have you paid yet? Alright, Dave, I'm leaving the cash here on the table. Keep the change, and thanks. Right, thanks for visiting, and come again. Shh, you almost forgot to pay again. Yeah. Do you want to walk home or something? No! Let's go then. Two men get up and head towards the door. Amidst your attention of being fixed towards the two customers, you didn't realize your company has been staring at you. I think with us getting close to our, thing, and this could be... Yeah, look at that. Red orb alone. And stuff. That might be a good time to call it. Because, I guess my reading ability is being a little sucky-wucky. But yeah, there are other characters like a polar bear policeman, a lion with black shirt and tie, wolf dudes, also shirtless, some kind of also policeman that's, I don't know, stoked. Who knows? A bull, a badger. Yep. Though I just want to, click. Oops, I accidentally minimized it. Do want to see one thing. If quick start. We'll do coffee blue. Oh, I guess, yeah, that's a quick start, so we haven't exactly gone past the prologue. Skip. Coffee. Skip. Deep blue orb. Okay, same tiger guy. Same tiger place. Okay, and that's gonna be the end of this Let's Play. Quick look. Sorry. So, please comment, guys. I like comments, tell me what you like, dislike, tips, or otherwise. If you like my YouTube and like Seek Grow, then please like, subscribe, and check out the videos to Grow. Please remember to spay near your animals to help control the pet population. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io, but they also have a Patreon for other stuff. This game's finished, it seems. But that's not going to be the end of this quick look, because we have something else to do next, which is see what we're going to be doing next week. Or maybe me tomorrow, or whatever, So, we have 6 things left. Random number generator. Give me a number. Which is number 3. And that is... a bit loud. I went out. I gave about me having to put this audio down a bit. There we go. I think I was the one that picked this, but it's... I'm now the school delinquent's lover, but I went out. A game about... As I bring it up. There we go. Your final high school year. The time for making memories, friends, living life to the fullest. Unfortunately for Akihara Haruto, it seems like this year, too, he'll remain The same old invisible classmate, going about his day in silence and solitude. But when the leader of a delinquent group in school makes a surprise confession, Haruto's life goes from quiet to chaotic in 5 seconds flat. Will he be able to escape the clutches of the terrifying delinquent, or is chaos just a thing to spice up his quiet school life? Also, let's see. Not sure if the wolf guy on the right is supposed to be a dude or a girl, because it's kind of that thing where it's like I'm seeing them from the front and can't tell if that's chesticles or boob. Akuma. But we're still just seeing them from the front. So it's dude or chick? No. Well, that'll be something we'll have to figure out tomorrow. Or next time I do this. And if you want to play this game, it's available free on itch.io. And that's pretty much it. I wonder if this is a short one. It could be. It'd be nice if I could figure out the speed of this. Anyways, until next time. Another quick look. Me, Game6, some other game. I'll be in this one. Thanks and see you.